Okay, I can remember when Stephen Wright made his first appearance on this program, and people, for a moment, didn't quite know what to make of him. Because he doesn't work like most comedians. He's a unique perspective, very funny. Stephen's going to be at the Paramount Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the 24th of this month. The Riverside Theater in Milwaukee, the 25th of April. At the Morris Civic Auditorium in South Bend, Indiana, April the 26th. Would you welcome Stephen Wright?
Thanks. So I get off the plane and I forgot to undo my seatbelt and I'm pulling the plane through the terminal. And the wings are knocking people over. And I said, sorry, I didn't notice. Then I almost broke both my arms trying to hold open a revolving door for a woman. Then I tried to hang myself with bungee cord. Kept almost dying. And then I'm driving down the street, and there's a woman hitchhiking. I figure I'll back up, pick her up, and before I back up, I put the tape in. I had a tape of that noise that trucks make when they back up. I had a bootleg version of that. I put the tape in, and I'm backing up, and I get there, and she gets in, and I said, where are you going? And she said, I love this album. So I said, all right, and we start driving. I'm being really careful because it's an old car and I installed my own airbags in it. I got an old beanbag chair. And some helium and a compressor, and if I just hit the accident just right, I should be floating up in the sky laughing hysterically. So we're driving, and I said to her, if I get tired, will you drive? And she said, no, I can't drive an automatic. And we're going, and a red light comes on the dashboard, and she said, what's that? And I said, don't worry about it. That's just to tell whether or not that bulb is working. And then we see a sign, next mile, 1 mile. Then we see another sign, next rest area, 25 miles. I thought, wow, that's pretty big. People must get really tired around here. And I said to her, what's your name? And she said, Leslie. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm a student. I'm studying journalism. I said, really? I'm writing a short story myself right now. It's the story of a photographer who goes completely insane trying to take a close-up photograph of the horizon. And she said to me, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm a peripheral visionary. I can see into the future, but just way off to the side. Then all of a sudden, there's a school bus conked out on the railroad tracks. Buses, trains coming, bus, train. Oh, no. Can you feel the tension? Like in the movies, you know, you see the bus, you see the train. Oh, my God. You know in the movies when somebody reads a letter and you hear the voice of the person who wrote the letter? That kills me. That happens to me when I read menus. Bus, train, bus, train. She said, my God, these people are going to be killed instantly. I said, yeah, but everybody dies instantly. It's the only way you can die. You're alive, you're alive, you're alive, then you're dead. She said they're not going to die of natural causes. I said they're getting hit by a train. Naturally, they're going to die. So then I said, you know, we better get out of here. They're going to blame this on us. So we start driving away, and I'm driving, and I go too fast, and the police pulls us over, and he says, license and registration, please. And I lean over to get it, and I said to him, my God, that cop's voice, that's the guy who writes the menus. So I gave him the stuff, and I said, by the way, do you know what today's specials are? And he said, what are you, a wise guy? And I said, I have my moments of clear perspective. And then I started thinking about my grandfather and how he had a special rocking chair built that would lean forward rather than backward so he could fake interest in any conversation. And I was thinking about the new phone that I bought, and the first thing I did was push redial. Phone had a nervous breakdown. And then I was remembering how when I was a fetus, I used to sneak out at night when my mother was sleeping. And I thought to myself, you know, now's the time I should start stealing some stuff since I don't have any fingerprints. And then I remembered when I was 6, my grandmother said, Stephen, come over here. I said, what do you mean? She said, you know, you're over there, now come over here. She said, here's $10, and don't tell your mother that I'm giving this to you. I said, it'll cost you more than that. I got a new dog. He's a paranoid retriever. He brings back everything because he's not sure what I threw him.
Good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been about a year.
Yeah, you traveling on the road?
I've been, it's nice to see you, too.
Yeah, nice. Where do you go? Where do you like to play?
I've been everywhere.
Everywhere?
I was in Alaska. I was in England. It was weird being in Alaska because the sun comes up and, this was, I think, in January. Sun comes up and then it goes sideways.
Yeah.
It comes up till like 10:30. Then it says, that's it. And it goes across, and then it just goes down, you know? It was light out for about 8 hours.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
Did you?
You could sleep late and still feel like you got up early.
That would be true, yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, yeah.
And then I was over in England, and, it was all right.
Yeah.
I told the audience was the same, but one thing bothered them when I told them that I knew I was going to be the first child born because there was graffiti in the womb.
And
That really bothered them.
Yeah.
And I said, why? It's fake. You know, this stuff is all made up. They didn't get it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to...
They probably hadn't been to Alaska during the
Yeah,
summer.
that was it. I wanted to thank you for having me on here all these years.
Hey,
I
our
appreciate it, and I'd like to congratulate you on the 30 years.
Hey, thank you. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks for coming by here all this time.
Okay.
Okay. We'll take a break. We're coming right back. How you doing?